thank you all for coming. And I'd like to begin by thanking my husband, Paul, and my two daughters, Erin and Maddie, for being so supportive. And I'd also like to mention and thank some people that we have here tonight. Patrick Murphy, City Council member. Paul DeLay, City Council candidate. School Committee member, Jackie Doherty. And School Committee member, Jim Leary. And School Committee candidate, Kristen Ross Sikowicz. And Greater Lowell Tech candidate, Eric Gitchier. Thank you all for coming. And I'd like to start off with a quick introduction of myself, for those that don't know me. I am Kim Scott, and I'm a mother of two young children that attend the Pine Arts School. Erin, a second grader, and Maddie, who is in first grade. Pretty much from the time Erin started preschool, I've been involved as a volunteer. Currently, I am the PTO treasurer at the Pine Arts. The PTO is a great informal forum, providing an opportunity to share candidly with other parents. Fortunately, as a member of the citywide, I'm sorry, lost my thought for 1 second, sorry about that. Fortunately, as a member of the citywide parent council, I could then bring those lessons forward to help with the superintendent of schools. Further, I have kept myself informed and up to date by reading related materials, picking up agenda packets, attending or watching school committee meetings. I understand well our school's challenges, and I feel compelled now to move to the next level. I want to be an independent voice for our children and parents, and I want to be your voice. The Lowell School Committee clearly needs someone with a first-hand perspective on what is happening in our elementary and middle schools, someone that takes it very seriously. I am that someone because I see how hard parents, teachers, and staff work every day to meet our students' needs. They need a helping hand. I am running because I care about our children, today and in their future. We must preserve and grow Lowell's public school system. By doing so, our schools will be strong enough to attract new Lowellians and keep those that seek to find a better option. We need a plan, a vision that efficiently fulfills students' educational needs. We must bring all stakeholders, students, parents, educational professionals, with the support of the whole community together in this task. It would be my privilege to be your voice in this purpose. In order to succeed, children must feel safe, respected, and their physical needs must be met. Bullying, cyberbullying, and behavior. You're okay. It's okay. Oh, isn't that fun, huh? Never been there before. Okay, bullying, cyberbullying, and behavior issues are identified problems in our schools. If elected, I would ask that we develop a comprehensive system-wide bullying curriculum. Teaching respect, mutual respect in the classroom is vital. Making sure children know that they are cared about by the school community is a big part of that effort. Thank you, Joy. A high-quality school lunch program will aid in learning and fortify the nutritional needs of growing kids, but such programs have costs. In an effort to keep those costs down, recycling must be mandatory in our schools, as the city moves to make it mandatory in our own homes. Children should be taught early about the benefits of recycling. Starting early will help them retain and apply this awareness in their later years as Lowell residents and taxpayers. It will help us now. Academic performance for our schools needs to be increased. Common educational standards must be in place so that teachers have a place to build from. Investment in professional rigor development must be continued. Our curriculum must be rigorous enough, and we need to make sure children are attending school. Sadly, the high school graduation rate is below 70%. We need to reach out to local community groups for help and to sister cities for ideas. Together, we need to address the needs of all the children in our schools, whether they are learning below grade level, on average, or an advanced student. They deserve the best. We must provide differentiated instruction to each child. We must prepare our children to be competitive, giving them a fair chance to succeed in their future enterprises. We need to expand our STEM programming and expand collaboration with educational institutions like UMass and Middlesex Community College. Our city is blessed to have so much within reach. Online learning communities must be developed, and we need to latch on to the K-16 model. New technology must be rolled out in our classrooms, and school websites must be created as a way to communicate with parents and students. Any technology improvements must be officially matched with a proper plan for staff training and development. The single most important factor in our children's education are effective teachers. A culture of teaching excellence needs support. The importance of top-notch teachers' performance in our children's growth requires sound evaluation tools. Standardized test scores like the MCAS do not tell the whole picture. Thus, I feel classroom performance, teacher peer evaluation, and principal evaluations are the preferred choice versus adding more testing. We need to make sure we have effective, highly qualified administrators performing team evaluations. I would also like to see the superintendent and assistant superintendent evaluations tied to performance in the same manner. We will need 100% buy-in for this to succeed. We must do this for our students. Every child graduating from Lowell Public Schools should receive an exceptional, rigorous education. These years cannot be recaptured, so we are obligated to put them on their best foot forward. For those that choose to go straight into the workforce, we need to make sure they have solid reading, writing, and math skills. For those moving on to a university or college, they must be prepared with the study skills and academic foundation necessary to excel. In this effort, we should see some of the wonderful programs in a few of Lowell's public schools replicated across the district. To do this, we will need an accounting of what occurs at each school and an assessment of how well those programs work. Discovering funds for specialty programs may prove to be a challenge, so we would need to look for more grants. New ideas must be encouraged and explored. Finding ways to support working class families providing after-school programs and homework tutoring and building enrichment programming will be key to our children's achievement. I will use my background as a parent and my finance background to make sure we use funds to meet students' needs within our budget. A plan must be made to fund goals set by each school individually. All allocations must have a correlation to classroom performance. This will be a giant leap forward. The current budget was posted online 2 days prior to the budget hearings. This is unacceptable. Taxpayers should be allowed to be active participants in the budget process. In closing, parents should feel confident that attending Lowell Public Schools is the right choice for their child. They and the valuable feedback they provide should always be welcome in our schools. And above all, we need to know and trust that the mission of high growth will continue with our new superintendent, Jean Franco, and our next school committee. This is not a stepping stone for me. My only agenda is to make sure that all decisions are based on fiscal reality, forged with common sense, and always put our students first and foremost. I am running because I know I am qualified for the position. I would like to be your voice, and I would appreciate your vote on November 8th. Thank you.